EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in the Queen City of Cincinnati. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Ready to get us started, it's Cade York.
And we are underway from Cincinnati.
And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25.
Now a play fake here on first down. And his first pass is incomplete.
You talk about this Bengals defense.
Well, they've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number 31 in the league.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On fourth down, Ryan Stonehouse on the punt.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll start out here with the option left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down.
A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. First down, here's Mitchell.
And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down.
The Bengals at 9-3 here on the year. And they've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
2nd and 10. Right back to Mitchell here. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. You look at this Browns defense.
Yeah, they've been dreadful against the run. No getting around at number 32, dead last in the NFL.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Jeffrey Simmons able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. York able to send this one through. Not too long ago, Charles, they were going to do it for a record. But instead, it's shy of setting the record, which is 66, but still from 65 away. One of the longest kicks in league history.
And that puts him in elite company in the NFL. Only a few have ever even attempted that, let alone put it through the post. How about his moment? It came together for him, and he delivered.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them. But go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
Throwing again. Elliott.
That's caught. This is a Abanikanda.
And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Looking to throw. Elliott.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
The give now to Abanikanda.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
So now the Browns will turn it over their field goal unit here. From the right hash, this from 48. Now, timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And his kick is right there. It's good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So that if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes, because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. They go play action here on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visiting Bengals who came away with a victory in that one, so they'll look to take the season series now here at home in Cincinnati. They'll run the screen with Mitchell. And he'll go down shy of 40 at the 41. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Haven't been a corner that's worth his salt yet that ever admits to worried about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Going for it, it's Mitchell. And nothing but daylight ahead. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great effort there. His 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. On the handoff, Abanikanda. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, You got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 18. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues. On first down, Elliott. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll set up to throw. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Pulled in at the 24. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. First down, they start out with a Banacanda. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Back to throw. Elliott. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's just flat out a terrific play because it's rare that you see a hitch route batted down. That means someone read that one really well and was right on the spot when the ball got to the receiver.
The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Elliott. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line.
Off play action. Elliott. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone.
And that's going to be incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
2nd and 10. We're all knotted up at 10, but it appears that may change soon. Only question is, will they have to settle for 3?
They'll look to throw again.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Back to throw again.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The slot man in motion right.
And he'll get it here on the touch pass. He's got some room to operate.
And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Havana Campbell is in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Sometimes offense, if you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 17-10 score. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
They're sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
On 1st down, they go back to Mitchell.
And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
That is caught. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A 1st down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
2nd down and inches. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
You've been around me a long time now. You know on 2nd and inches, I love it when teams are aggressive and take a shot, but we just saw the downside to being that aggressive, didn't we?
Now you've given up on a pretty likely first down if they had run the football, and they need to come up with something here on 3rd. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Slot man moves right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Mitchell is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by York is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So the late touchdown ties things as they will kick this one away in the final stages of the half. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. A final shot before break. Elliott. And a quick throw here. That's complete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
And now they're in the hurry-up.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started.
They'll begin on the ground here with a Banacanda.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On the ground, it's a Banacanda.
A beautiful fake. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Off the play fake. Elliott. Touchdown! A great play there. 28 yards.
And the Browns have moved out in front.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Browns 24, Bengals 17.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for Cincinnati. 44 yards. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bengals are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The decision is to decline it and not give them the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you can get the 1st down against our defense by that decision.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. Elliott. And he will find his man on the outside. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. Looking to throw. Elliott. And he He's got his man on the out route. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Back to throw. Elliott firing quickly here, and that's complete. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
2nd and a couple.
Off play action. Elliott. Over the middle, complete. It's Hopkins.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
Abanikanda on 1st and 10.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a cornerback blitzing in run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Elliott.
They'll set up the screen to Abanikanda.
And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. And his kick is good. And they have regained the lead. So give them 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say, we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored.
Just taking it right down Broadway. Still going. 1 man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Bengals. It's been a back-and-forth game. A lot of points on the board. And that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's going.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it. And as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming. And that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
There's Robinson showing the flash. And he'll go out of bounds all the way down inside the 35.
Well, fit me for a neck brace, partner. One kickoff return in one direction for a touchdown, and the other one, they almost broke going back the other way.
And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Off the play fake. Elliott. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted.
And the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
Andy, do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
To about the 35, 2nd down.
So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Second and 6.
looking to throw.
Screenplay setting it up for Mitchell.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Out of the gun now on third down.
Here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the fourth quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
The drive starts with a completion left side. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Off play action. Elliott. He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. With his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game.
And the Browns use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that gives them a 3-point lead. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and to watch them drive to what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
And a throw right sideline is complete. And he'll go down the number before getting this inside the 30. Now a play fake here on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Micah Parsons. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. A field goal try would be almost 50 yards from this spot. So what can they do to get closer now on third down? He'll drop to throw.
And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to fourth down. A lot of pressure here for Cade York. York able to send this one through.
And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. You talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the fourth.
Yeah, didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter.
Off the play fake. Elliott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
On second down, it's Abanikanda.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
65 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for him.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
And this is going to be intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Murphy say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity. You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Oh, that would have been a nice one to hit on in a tie game. You start to think that one big play, maybe the next big play, could turn out to be the game winner. They took the big shot, but it winds up incomplete.
What can they draw up now? Time to find out on a 3rd and 8.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to go up top again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season.
And the Bengals have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by York is up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. This is 1st and 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. 82 yards.
And the Browns are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
They do tack on the extra point as well. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Well, that's a good first step, but several steps still to go.
They still have time for the possible game-winning field goal. Time for them to be quick and hurry at the same time.
Here comes 2nd down. Once again, it's Mitchell.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. From the gun, a give to Mitchell.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those.
Under a minute to play now. Here's 2nd down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third.
A big play needed, no doubt. Third and long.
He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
Help me out, partner. Did they use up all their juice on second down when they got the sack? Because on third down, zero pressure, all the time in the world, and he picks up the first down with that throw.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
They'll drop to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
It's gonna be a good game, boys. This is our last chance. Take that kid.
Well, the entire game coming down to this kick from Cade York.
This from Tom Dempsey range here. Does he have the distance? He does. It's good. My goodness, he hits it from the parking lot as time expires. And the Bengals are going to get out of here with a W.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Cincinnati, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Browns, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon.